Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Venom. Now, Venom has been a favorite of mine even before the buffs to him. I just enjoyed playing him. Now, I just recently took my 4-star to rank 5 to help me in the variant difficulty that just dropped. And in the gameplay, you're going to see just how good he is in that variant difficulty, especially the last chapter and the last quest, 3.3. All right, so first let's take a look at his synergies. So the first synergy, he gets max genetic memory buff cap. That doesn't mean anything to you right now. When we look at his abilities, that'll make a little bit more sense. Now look at this second one. This was something I thought was very interesting. I don't know if this is unique to Venom, but he synergizes with himself. So as long as he's on the team, he's going to get 4% attack and health. That is cool. All right, and then you see the rest of them, nothing too fancy here. All right, so now let's take a look at his abilities. Now his signature ability, you can read that there. He gets an additional genetic memory buff at the start of the fight, as well as a 100% chance, my SIG is maxed out, to gain a third buff to start the fight. And Venom's genetic memory buffs also gain 18% potency. So what is all this genetic memory? Here you go. Basically, he gets random buffs, and they refresh every 9 seconds. If he is incinerated, his mutation buff, more on that later, gets nullified. His max genetic memory buffs are 7. But remember that synergy, it increases it. So now makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so he can get an extra buff, and you can look here and see the different buffs that he gets. Physical resistance, armor up, cruelty, precision, and fury. And you can see what they all do there. Now let's take a look down here at this Clintar buff. Now this buff provides him with more attack, and he gains something extra depending on who he's fighting. If he's fighting heroes, well, he's going to bleed more often. If he's fighting anyone from the Spider-Verse, that's Symbiote, Spidey, Stark, any of them, then all of his attacks ignore passive evade effects. So basically, he shuts down their evades. No auto evades for any Spider-Verse heroes. Very, very nice. We will see that in action. And Tech Champions, he has immunity against Power Burn and Power Drain. Now his heavy attacks inflict an armor break, and that lasts for 11 seconds, which in a battle can last for an eternity, or seem like it. Landing this attack also causes Venom to randomize his most recent genetic memory buff. So it's a way to cycle through if you don't like the one that's there currently. All right, so all of his critical hits have an 80% chance to inflict a bleed. So Deep Wounds Mastery synergizes very nicely with Venom. Now here's one that's fun. When your opponent is below 18% health, by the way, if you have the Assassin Mastery, this kicks in as well. So when they're below 18% and you have the Assassin Mastery, not only are you going to be hitting harder, but Venom's Bloodlust grants him True Strike and unblockable special attacks. So along with Assassin, he's going to have unblockable specials, and they're not going to be able to evade. And this has nothing to do with the Spider-Verse champions. If they evaded all through the fight, well, when they get down to 18%, Venom puts a stop to all that nonsense. All right, so now let's take a look at his special attacks. They're pretty straightforward. So his special attack 1 has a chance to steal a buff, feed it to the symbiote, nullifying the buff, triggering a genetic memory buff, and healing Venom for some health. So his special 1 attack is quite good. and especially if you're fighting against a champion that has a lot of buffs. So it does 3 different things. It nullifies the buff, it steals the buff, and it heals Venom, as well as triggering a genetic memory buff. But I'm assuming that has something to do with stealing the buff. But I could be wrong on that. I'd have to do a little bit more research. So it might be 4 different things that it does. If stealing the buff and triggering the genetic memory buff are different. All right, and you can see here special 2, he basically just goes ham on him. After his special 2, he converts all of his buffs into furies, and they increase his attack for 12 seconds, and he just wrecks. And that special 3 also is quite nasty. If you have a bunch of buffs up already, if you have your max buffs, then you're going to get 5% more damage for that special 3 attack, depending on how many buffs you have. That can be considerable. All right. So that is Venom. Now we're going to go into Realm of Legends first, and I'm just going to show you his specials so you can see the animations, get to his special 3. We're not going to do a full kill. I do not want to do a full kill with my 550. And then we're going to go into variant difficulty, and you're going to see what Venom could do in 3.3. So here we are in Realm of Legends. You can see the team that I put together. I just kind of threw this team together, and you can look at all the synergies that are active. Wolverine and Magneto are there, part of the Mutant Crit team, and then I wanted to throw in a couple of others that had a good synergy with Venom. Now, I'm not running my suicides. I don't think Venom plays extremely nice with them, even though he does have a heal on his special 1 if they have buffs that he can steal. But normally, you're going to want to fire off his specials quite often. So I don't think playing him with suicides is going to be a really good time. But one thing to note in here is that even though this is only a rank 5 4-star, look at the damage that he's able to do to Winter Soldier here. Now, I am running deep wounds. I have deep wounds maxed out. So his bleeds are going to be lasting longer than if you didn't have that mastery. So just bear that in mind. All right, so all I'm trying to do here is let you guys see the different specials that he is capable of doing. So we saw the special 1, then I built up to the special 2. Ignore all of that. I don't know what was happening there, why I was getting hit. It happens. But now I'm going to go ahead and build up to a special 3 and fire that off, and then I'll play for just a little bit and let you guys see the damage after the special 3 was launched. Now, this isn't a great showcase of what Venom can do, and that's why after this we're going to show you guys some variant difficulty. Mystery in the Micro Realms, the latest variant difficulty that dropped, and he is just amazing in there. I ranked him up primarily to help me out in that difficulty. I saw some others using him. There's another YouTuber, Brian Grant. He ranked 5 his 5-star. I don't have a 5-star Venom. I want a 5-star Venom, and I liked Venom, as I mentioned earlier. I liked him before they reworked him. He's just fun to play. So I would want him anyway. All right, so you guys saw all of the specials there. I didn't fire his heavy off, but hopefully you guys don't mind that. But you're going to see 3 fights. 2 fights are along the path that has bleed vulnerability, and the final fight is the boss fight. Final fight 3.3 boss with this 4-star.
Okay. You've made a mistake. cannot run this race. It's playtime, I'm gonna crush your face. This is not a phase. Hey guys, I know you feel that bass. Roll with that until you see my face. Rising from a thick layer of fog at midnight. There's a time and a place to kill it. I spill it, leak documents from a flaming tongue. Rappers acting so saintly when not long ago you were baking, cuz. And now they catch the aroma. Wonder what the kid is baking up. Add a little secret ingredient they're needing is something for waking up. My flow was caffeine and I'm the black king of spades. Among smaller cards and that scream you hear is mad heat. I am the daddy of cracking the bones of the flashiest chic. No given. As I grow up in a robust prison, everything I think I need is already given. For some reason I am hardly living. Physical needs one can't be controlled. Give a kid candy, take away his soul. Can't tell the difference between hot and cold. My senses are dimmed and I'm sold. But as the credits start to roll, I wake up and I miss the movie. The people around me are swarming like they just saw something that's dooming. Now they're telling me that I miss a lot and I gotta go back and see it. Yeah, everyone who was watching came at that with a crooked demeanor. These subtleties and half-truths are running my country at large. Shipping this garbage by every ocean. I'm about to sink the barge. Health, war, famine, and money. Get rid of those and we have no country. What happened to thinking people love me? These relationships feel so ugly. It's like we're speaking on the surface, but something sounds scripted about all the verbiage. Like everything we think came from another person and we didn't take time to think if it's worth it. To act as a service to only a few human perspectives. Now we got humanity's section by politics, culture, religion, perspective. None of us have accurate depth perception. It's been messed with and I feel headless. No wonder I'm trying to convert that dude in the uniform to a dead bitch. Get this, my head is full of death cause it's a dead shit full of phantoms and redness on the walls from bloodshed. No angels left in heaven and in turn I'm the one they sent in. Close your eyes and get in. This is one hell of a head trip. Most isolated, now watch that echo. I'm isolated everywhere like presto. I don't really know how to keep a friend. Something that they don't get though. And that sparks like Roscoe. Now I'm fucking with all your heads, yo. With the scope rooftop and a Venom. Between heaven and ghetto. It appears that I'm on top now. Figured out there's layers to this. Apply to the cycle now I can keep bright and vibrant. Fineness when I pipe these hits. And I like this shit. Feels good, throwing this energy. Anyone who comes that way looking for trouble is immediately gonna be sent to me. Something like a silent undertaker. I don't really need to do too much. Just sit here with the mirror to your face till you either decide to wake up or lose touch. I didn't come to make the choice for you. Cough if you choose not to make it. Excuse my hatred and try not to say this. Just leave it for now and then use it verbatim. Trimates tell me stay up. I extend the same love to the same ones. When a world made us filled with fake ones, settled in lakefronts, trying to shake up the whole scene. They lean on the things for the beams of the TV screens. Legend on every single game we scheme. That's not the dream, and they're taking yours free. That's right, brother, you gotta go there. We love your music when we're drinking and we kick it. Friends and family, drinking liquor, good spirits. A lot of people I know don't wanna hear this. You really asking for it, sonny? I really don't wanna do it. You insist on doubting everything I say and challenging the movement. Then the troops are called in. I was going easy on them, now I'm all in. Think you're strong enough? Then take us all then. Put a mask over the Sultan. Somewhere dark we assault him. Kill the king, kill the prince, kill them all then. Open the doors to the children of the fallen.
So that's gonna do it, guys. This was my last path to 100% the new variant difficulty. I wish I had started using this Venom earlier. My earlier attempts, I didn't use him, but for the last two attempts, I did. The one just before this one, when I saw just how good he was and I actually one-shot the boss, I decided to go ahead and record it and show everyone just what even a 4-star Venom can do in this quest. Is he worth ranking up? You be the judge. But as for me, I say he's well worth it. Alright, so that's gonna do it, guys. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. And you guys have a blessed day.